When we ask a question, we try to be as specific as possible. I mean, our current level, I call it the kindergarten level. We try to be as specific as possible, probably a yes or no question. If you want to go higher, as we go along, maybe another 3 months, 5 months down the road, you can all ask more complicated questions. But at this point of time, to practice, just ask simple questions. Okay, so these are some of the bad questions, very general. Why be rich? A lot of people ask me this question. Specifically, okay, this project, can I invest in it? This person, can I hire? This investment, should I put money in it? Or this person, should I, become the boyfriend or girlfriend? Can also ask this kind of question. And let's say banks, I want to get a bank approval. Would the bank approve my loans? So on and so forth. Just the question are limited. It's a matter of whether you're able to see from the answer. When we plot the chart now, we have this question. Based on just now what I mentioned. Okay, this particular person, can I hire? Okay, I plot the chart already. The chart said no go. So what I can do is, I like this person so much. I think this is a good hire. So I want to cheat the system. Can I? Maybe I can. So one day later, I ask myself this question again. Should I hire this person? So if you notice, every time when you plot a chart, the chart changes. Every 2 hours, it changes the information. Would it be possible one day, I plot until the chart give me a positive answer? Yes, possible. But now what you are doing is you are cheating the entire system. This is called cheating. So what we do is we need to respect the first chart. The first chart is always the one that's telling you that is the answer. Human being, we always want to cheat. Most of the time we want to cheat. So we try to, we find the best timing to see and plot. And then from there, I just execute whatever thing I want to do. Doesn't work, I tell you, it doesn't work this way. So which means that we have to respect the first chart that is being plotted. Or maybe you say, I want to hire this person, but I don't want to plot now. Can. I plot it 2 days later. Then 2 days later, I plot the chart. Okay, this will be something I want to do. Then we'll base on the 2 days later chart. As long as you don't plot the chart, that chart does not belong to you. That means when you plot the chart, that chart belongs to you. Then probably 3 months later, the person still have not find any person, any job, and then you still want to hire this person. Can we hire them and plot again? Maybe. Is there any changes between these 3 months? If there's no any changes, then you respect the first chart. If there are major changes that happens, probably there's a lot of other things happening in between the 3 months that is related to this question. Then yes, we can plot a new chart. But is status quo? No. Okay. We must respect the first chart. So if you want to cheat, then you can cheat. You can always get the best chart. But end of the day, it's not your chart. So you're trying to please yourself only. Okay. The rest of the other element question, I will touch base on it later on. I will give example, you'll be easier. So this is a procedure of reading a Qimen chart. For definition only, if you want to talk about destiny reading, we'll cover it in other lessons. That means we need to find the answer, we need to find the asker and subject, we need to find the reference point if there's a need to, see the relationship between all the parties. That means the five elements, any other special situation, there'll be some special charts. And after that, we identify all the information given and presented to us. We do a holistic analysis. When I say holistic analysis, doesn't mean that we see the answer means the answer is bad, means it's bad. We have to see many other things. Yes. In my videos, I mentioned this a few times already. So if you go through some of the examples, so there'll be some answers. The answers is always at this HR. HR is called hour. This is called a stem. Just now we learned already. This is called a stem. 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸, the 10 of them. So any of the 10 will represent here, 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 and here. That means hour, day, month, and year. Answer is always located in the answer, in the hour. Asker is always in the stem, or the subject itself. So for beginners, we just find the answer, we just find the asker. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, please go through the video. Yeah, I have a lot of examples. So in this case, assuming that this is the chart that we plot, it will be something like this. The combination will be different due to different timing and different spaces. And if I want to say, okay, I want to find the answer, so I go and see this hour. What is the symbol inside here? This YI is stand for E. So I go and find, where's the E? E is over here in box number 2. My answer is in box number 2. If you notice this particular Qimen, it gives us a very good hint. Every time when you plot the chart, no matter when you plot the chart, the hour stamp is always highlighted in blue color. There's a blue little box. This blue little box can be in anywhere of the 9 boxes except the 5. Then automatically we know that the blue box is the answer already. So it gives us the shortcut. We say, okay, answer is there in the hour stamp, the small little box over there.
Asker. Can I ask, so in this chart, the Asker will be box number, palace number 3. Okay.
All right. So asker and subject is always in the day stamp. The symbol is U. Here. So we find, okay, where's the U? The U is over here. If you notice, there is another U somewhere. There's one more, right? In box number 7, right? Just now what we have learned, we see the current and the future. We don't see the one that is the past tense. So we always look at the U over here, top. So if you notice the E, there's another E in somewhere else. There's one in box number 8. The one below, right? This E also there. We don't care. We only look at the future. Louis said this is a Fanyin chart. Yes, this is a Fanyin chart. For people who don't know what is a Fanyin chart, it's flipping here and there. But anyhow, I'll cover that later. So here we have a couple of special symbols and combination that we need to pay attention to. As long as we understand all this, will be good enough already. It's more like a broader picture. Okay, so we have this is what we call a Fuyin chart. Fuyin, Fuyin is Fuyin. So Fuyin is what? That means based on this particular chart, it's long, painful, and draggy. Everything is not moving. How do we identify as a long, painful, and draggy? So if you notice every single box, at the side of it, there's these 2 symbols, the stems. They are always the same. Every one of them are the same. So this is what we call Fuyin. Fuyin means it's going to be painful, slow, not moving, basing on the question that you ask. Example, if I say, can I invest in this particular investment? And if the chart tells you this is a Fuyin chart, then it's going to tell you that it's going to be long, painful, and draggy. So what does it mean? No go lah. Better don't lah. Unless you want to be dragging all the funds into that particular investment and then eventually also no make money. Then we have a challenge. But of course, sometimes this kind of thing is we see a Fuyin chart, but human being, they also try to go against it and can't help. But just understand the concept, Fuyin chart. Big picture, Fuyin chart, it means based on the question. Fanyin chart, always changing. That means today, same question, will my investment be profitable? Changes. Today can make money, tomorrow cannot make money. Flip flop, flip flop. So whether is it good or not depends on the question that you ask. That means based on the context of the thing that you ask, do you want it to be permanently not moving or do you want it to be permanently ever changing? Different question got different context. So if, for example, one of my students, she got this particular customer being promoted to be head of department of the audit firm. Then he brought the chart, Fuyin chart. Why? Because when you do the auditing, it's always about long, painful, and draggy. Those people who knows that auditing, it will take months and months and years to even audit a account for companies. So in her context, this is okay. This is acceptable. They are willing to accept this process of being long, painful, and draggy. Then from there, you see, to her is okay. Yes, accepted. Long, painful, and draggy. Is it a good chart? Not too bad. Why? Because when you see the answer, when you see the asker, the combination is also good. So to them, being a full chart is okay. So it depends on the context. Depends on the context. So of course, there's also something called the full chart. Thing and thing. When you see the answer in thing and thing, it's okay. So you don't care about the full chart anymore. It overrides everything. What is thing and thing? So which means you see this thing. When you see a thing together in the same box, but they must be in an answer. It cannot be anywhere else. It must be in the blue box, or else you cannot. You don't care about anything. You see the thing and thing in the answer, okay, good to go. But of course, you have to see what's combination inside also. So you cannot be so fast. Always remember, look at things holistically. Don't just look at one symbol and just say, okay, this is good. Let's go. No. Okay. Yes. Question, Eric. Sorry, too many questions already. I can't catch up.
Hi, Master.
Hey,
Hi. So I would like to ask regarding this Fuyin chart itself, right? Let's say if the answer is in Palace box 2, right? So we see thing in Palace box 2 and also 5 also has a thing as well. So it moves out to Palace box 2 ma. But also at the same time, Palace box 2 has a Kong. So is the answer at 8 or 2?
both. That means there's a certain percentage in 2, there's a certain potential in 8.
Understand. Thank you.
Okay, remember the emptiness. When empty, you go to the other side. Okay, just now we talked about Fanyin. Fanyin always changing. Good or not good depends on the question asked also. Okay, so there's in every chart you will see this particular cute little horse over there. It means it represents the entire box itself. Everything inside could have a few meaning. It could be not stable. It could be related to overseas, or it could be related to run away. What run away applicable only in marriages or relationship. That means this person or girlfriend, boyfriend run away already. That is based on your context. But if you say this person is not very stable, maybe depending on what is the context also. So which means it could be not stable, it could be related to international or overseas. Okay, as we see this empty, this little circle over here, every time we see the answer, there's an empty, assuming that this is the answer, there's a blue box over here. Then we go opposite and see what is the answer over there. There will be a certain energy of here and certain energy of here. So which means that there's a mixture. It can be good, it can be bad. We have to see it holistically also. But usually when I see emptiness, I'm a bit careful because emptiness means that energy is not stable. for the answer, for the answer. But if the emptiness is on the asker and the subject, then it's a different thing altogether. We don't look at the opposite. Later on, we'll see lah. We'll see how it goes. Okay, summary is moving chart. Everything is not moving. It's a long and painful situation. And Fanyin change very fast. Horse not stable, or run away or oversee. We have a question relating to this horse. Can it be a international or overseas relationship? Possible, but depending on where is the horse located. But that one we will cover later, because when we talk about relationship, there's a few other dimensions that we have to cover. So whatever that we do now, for example, now, if you want to practice, please practice it. Don't use serious method to practice. Small method, okay. For the purpose of practice, because you still consider kindergarten level. Whatever that you learn now is not sufficient to do a real prediction, a real case study in terms of real important one. Anything important, not yet, because the analysis will be very different.